Hey guys, how's everyone going today? I wanted to come at you with a bit of a positive video again today. I say positive and mindfulness video because often when you're talking about positivity and mindfulness, you've often got to talk about the negatives and everything to get you there. Some people are lucky that everything's positive and everything's great. Other people have to work incredibly hard at it. Some people it's an absolute monstrous mountain to climb and they might not have the strength to do it at this moment in time. And that's why it's called a journey. And in my opinion, keeping a positive mind and a positive attitude and a positive body outlook, all of that, it is a constant battle. I've never hid from anyone that I've had my issues, particularly over the last few years, which is why I like to come out and do these things, because like I always say, I get nothing from it other than that if it helps one person in one little way, then it's all worth it, because I've been lucky enough that I'm born into a way that I overthink, but I'm logical, and they're good traits in my eyes. I don't overthink as in, oh, my wife hasn't texted me back for 5 minutes, she must be cheating. That's not how my overthinking works. My overthinking works in when I hear something or see something, my mind has to fully understand it and make it make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense and if I can't understand it, it irritates me. I know, like my brother-in-law once asked me, why do I do my websites myself? Why not just get someone to do it? Because that irritates me. I need to know how they're done. You know, if I want to take the business limited, I need to do it myself because I want to know. That's how my overthinking works. To some that might be a negative, but I personally like it, and I'm glad that I'm like that. But it's always about journeys. I've often come on these videos and said that a very vital part of trying to sort yourself out and sort your mind out and get yourself right. And you know, this is one of the most vital things. It's your diet, it's your exercise, it's your water intake, it's your sleep, it's the little things like that, because your body's going to function at its best. If you're going to take your nice car or your crap car or your motorbike or your body and race it around the track, what you're not going to do is fill your car with the cheapest, nastiest oil and petrol and diesel that you can find. You're not going to chuck the world's ropiest, sawdust-ridden two-stroke into your bike. You're not going to go in, eat a McDonald's and a KFC for breakfast before you go and run a marathon. So this is why it's important to get your body right for any kind of battle going forward, physical, mental, the lot, because your body's going to run better, your mind's going to run better, and it's going to make everything that a little bit simpler. It's hard to get up and be motivated if you've gone to bed on a full stomach of rubbish food, you've not drank enough water, and you've not had enough sleep. I've not worked out much this summer holidays purely because of the shop. I've stayed positive, I've not made excuses, it's a reason. Every time I've had a chance I've done it, so at least once a week I've done something. And that's not enough for me, but I know my reasons are valid and they're not excuses. There's a very big difference between a reason and an excuse. I'm not one for making excuses. I either bring up the reasons and then if it's wrong, it's not an excuse, I accept what I have done wrong to get myself there. So, you know, I done my first proper workout last night where I had the time. I'm waiting on stock, so I couldn't have done anything last night after work even though I wanted to, because the stock's coming today. And I just got in from the gym afterwards. I felt so much better. Best night's sleep I've had all summer. And I woke up this morning in a far better mood, hence the fact I'm coming out with a video of this, because I need this as well. You know, it's why I know it's important. So aside from the things I always talk about, the sleep, the food, the drink and everything else, and the food intake, and you know, something that is also very important to me, and this is something I've been working on a lot the last year, is the importance and the value of time. Now, what I mean by that is, if I go and spend too much money on a night out, if I buy myself a few cigars that I maybe shouldn't have done, or a lavish gift, or I spoil the kids a little bit at Christmas and it leaves me a bit tight, you can always earn more money. I'm not saying you can earn the money that you particularly want, I'm not saying that, but money can always be earned back. If you're struggling with bills and things are getting you down, you could potentially get another job. Not everyone can, so this isn't a judgment. Please don't think it's a judgment, because it's not that, but it's the proof that you could make more money. You could go for a different job, you could train yourself, you could, you know, there's lots of ways. You could do more hours, you could do overtime. Money can be earned back. Time can't. if you were to go out and waste your time frivolously like you could do on money, you can't earn the time back. If you give the wrong people your time and it's just purely wasted time, you can't get it back. So this is where my new thing at the moment, well, it's not new because I've been doing it a while, but it's something I'm trying to help people with going forward in their own lives and with positivity, is again, it's about valuing your time and using it wisely. I'm an extremely busy man. Again, as always, it's not a competition. I'm not saying I'm the busiest man in the world. I'm not saying anything like that. I run 2 businesses. I mostly work at this moment in time at least 12 to 14 hours a day. At the very least, I do a school run. My wife works incredibly hard and does a school run. I do my exercise as much as I possibly can. I work 7 days a week, well, 6 days a week now. I've got Mondays off, but then that's just from the shop. I'm still working Monday. I've still got the other business. I'm still packing orders. I'm still making stuff. I'm just not at the shop. So I am an incredibly busy guy, but I eat right, I exercise. My sleep isn't as good as it could be, but because of everything else, for the most part, I'm energetic, I'm raring to go, I'm ambitious, and you know, I'm back to being at my best. Because when I don't have those things, I'm only human. I start to pan off a little bit, and then I sit there and think to myself, right, I can feel that I'm pulling away. I need to get my positivity back. I need to get back to my best. I need to get my mental strength back up, and then you've got to focus on these things. And you know, so time. Really start training your mind, and I'm going to do a lot of videos about this going forward. Now that I've got the shop settled and I'm a bit more settled, I want to get back to this as well because I think it's very important. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos about how to help train your mind in certain situations. You often get, with these videos and these messages that I put out, you'll always get a handful of people that will come back and say, thank you for this, Jason, it's really helped. And I'm glad it does, guys, because that's what I'm doing it for. I don't need to hear it. I'm not that kind of a guy. You can learn, it can help you in silence if need be. You can also approach me because I'm always there to try and talk and try and help. And then I always get the people that will come back and say, well, I can't do that because of this, that and the other. Now, again, a lot of the time there's genuine reasons for it. But this is the other part of today's message, is learning that difference that I mentioned at the start of this video. It's a vital difference in the way you outlook on life, and it's that there's reasons and there's excuses. The amount of people that I have come in my inboxes and say, I can't go to the gym, I don't get time. And that's with an 8-hour job. You know, you can get up an hour earlier. You can do what I've said. You can eat the right food, you can drink the right fluids. They'll make you more tired, they'll help you sleep, you'll sleep better, you can get up an hour earlier. You know, I done my workout, my first workout, my proper workout in a very long time. I didn't even get in the gym until about, I think it was 7:45. And I'd already done a full day's work, like from literally 7:30 in the morning. I hadn't stopped, and I still went in, you know, and then I came in and ate my food, and then I'd done some more work, and then I managed to watch an episode of Orange is the New Black, because that's what I'm watching right now. That's my current series. You know, so I made the time. And when you're talking about time, guys, as well, this is, again, some people do have genuine reasons. I'm not saying that your reasons are excuses. Only you can answer this. You need to fight deep with your mind and figure out if you're making excuses or if you're giving a valid reason. And if you're giving a valid reason, what you're going to do is find a reason to do it next time. You're going to change the way that day's gone. You're going to change something about your plans or your day so that you can do it next time. Because that's the difference with reasoning. Reasoning makes you want to find a way around things and make it work next time. With an excuse, you never really wanted to do it in the first place. And, you know, this is another part of a positive mind and a positive attitude. There's people that can have an attitude of, I like what he's got, I like her car, I like his watch, I like their house. That's not fair. 9 times out of 10, what you need to do is look at how people achieved what you're about to judge from them. And it's about that doing attitude. And again, it's not about if you're not a doer, then you're wrong. If you're someone that looks at what someone else has and you want it, but you're not prepared to put the work in to get it, then that's something you need to look at with yourself. You know, we're in a world where things are unrealistic right now. Everything on reality TV is people that look at their peak of their fitness and you know, they're insane shape and they look like they live these lavish lifestyles. But if you look deeper, it's not as simple as that, you know. they're generally not happy people. They're dedicating their time at an early age to get into shape on the hope that they can get into a show and make themselves some money. You need to realise that, yeah, for every however many people go on Love Island, for example, for every 24 people that make it onto Love Island, there's probably a couple of thousand that have just dedicated most of their young adult lives to being able to do that have dedicated their lives to hopefully being an influencer that can't. And you know what? This is one of the most important messages I am going to get out there. If you've tried to do something that could make you great, and something that you want to do and you believe in, but it doesn't work out, you need to hold your head up high. Real high, because you've tried. You haven't judged what others have got and moaned about it. You've tried to get it. Now again, that's not necessarily a good example, the Love Island thing, because I'm not all about, I don't agree with what people look like nowadays. There's too much pressure on men and women, and that's not fair. But you know, again, that's a mindset, guys. I can watch Love Island and I don't need someone to tell me. I can sit there and think, that's not realistic. That it's meant to be reality TV, but 9 times out of 10 every contestant is already a model, they're already a singer, they're already in acting school, they're training, they're sponsored, you know, they're living a different lifestyle, and that's allowing them to do it. It isn't reality. I don't need people to tell me that, because that overthinking logic I've got, that cuts in real quick and says that isn't reality and that isn't real life. So I don't care how muscular the guys are or whatever they're doing, that's their journey, and good luck to them on their journey. I'm not doing as well as I would like to be doing. That's my issue. I need to work on that, and I am working on that. I'm not worried about what the guy in front of me or the guy behind me or the guy next to me is doing. You know, I'm worried about what I'm doing. So this one's been a bit more of a blunt message, guys. But you all know me well enough to know I'm not a blunt person. It doesn't matter. Status doesn't mean anything. I'm not that kind of a guy. You know, we're all equal. Animals, birds, fish, humans. We all share this place. I've said it time and time again. We are all equal. But this one's about the people out there that do want more or aren't happy because of things that other people have got. That's where you've got to train your mind and help yourself with that. And again, I've given you a few little tips here as to how to train your mind. That healthy diet, the drinking, I keep saying it, I waffle on about it in every video. The time thing, don't waste your time on people, on subjects, on things that don't matter. Because we're in a world where everyone says I haven't got time. I'm not going to waste a half-hour conversation with someone who isn't interested in the conversation, who doesn't put any effort in towards me. Doesn't mean I don't like them, doesn't mean I dislike them. It just means I'm not going to waste that time. Because what I don't want to do is miss out on my wife and kids. I don't want to miss out on my gym. I don't want to miss out on writing that blog or doing this video or doing things that could benefit me, because I've wasted that time that I can't claw back. And I don't know if I'll have that time tomorrow. So you have to grasp that time and cling on to that, and use the time the right way. Don't waste it. Use it for things that are good for you and the people around you and the people that you love and you care about. And these are all good ways to start on your positive journey, on your mindfulness journey. Sometimes a mindfulness journey has to be brutal and it has to be harsh, and you know, it's just the way it is going forward. And again, it's not for everyone. My messages aren't saying that everyone in the world is going to benefit from this, but certain people that follow me that are going through certain things, hopefully this 13-14 minute message today could be something that helps people. Hopefully nothing I've said has been taken out of context by anyone. If it is, do just give me a message and ask me, because again, it's not a judgment thing. It's just to help people with a certain mindset and to get to a certain mindset. Guys, always look after yourselves, always look after the people you care about. Do what's best for you. Don't worry about others, and just focus on your own world. That's the only one that matters. All the best, have a good day, and I'll catch you all soon.